What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. Today, I'm watching the Season 4 episode, number 7, I believe it is in the order. The episode is called Epiphanies. Last week, we ended the Vorlon Shadow War. That thing is done. It is kaput. So this one, I said Epiphanies. I think my prediction said that we're going to start understanding just exactly how Earthgov was related to the shadows. That's going to start coming out of the woodwork now that the shadows are gone. And with that coming down the light, I know this is a very specific prediction for this particular episode, but at the end of the season, I think we have to get back to a spot where Garibaldi, Ivanova, Sheridan are back in the service of Earthgov. And this is going to be the episode that starts us down that road, however it chooses to do so. I don't think Babylon 5 is actually going to get reinstated with Earth, and I don't think it should. I think it should remain neutral, but I think our Earth characters probably will go back into the service of Earth, and that might mean staying at Babylon 5, still administrating, doing all those sorts of things. Anyway, that's my prediction. I don't know. I've never seen this episode before. Let's find out as we get into this. You guys out there, please like, subscribe, share this video if you're out there, and if you want to catch the full unedited version of these videos, you can always do that on our Patreon page at patreon.com/Babylon5 first. With that, let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode, Epiphanies.
Captain's personal...
Is that like space fireworks out there?
The Shadow War is over. We won.
This has that feel of like Sheridan's off somewhere and things are going to go off into an echo and things are going to come crashing down. He's going to have a stroke or a heart attack or something. No.
But I can't stop thinking about what it cost us. How much work is still ahead of us?
How much did it cost him, really? Oh, it's his girl. Go on, get you some. That's your fiancé.
Trouble will come in its own.
It
always does.
Stop. Okay. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be sexist when I say this. These party decorations absolutely look like they were installed by and set up by a bunch of men. I mean, like burly construction men. Like, what am I supposed to do with these streamers? Just stick one there, I'll put one there, and I'll wrap the banister. Like, it looks like they just went to Party City, handed it to the gaffers on set and said, go throw these up, and they're like, I don't know what to do. It's awful decorating. Awful. If you were one of those decorators, no offense. I just think it's funny. You did a good job.
Give me today and I will be happy.
Hey, Al. Thanks for stopping by. I just came back from a meeting at Earthgov.
Al? Is that Bester?
The President has commissioned a new program involving Psychor, Earth Force, Night Watch, and the Ministry of Peace. Now, for reasons of security,
they're all coming together.
Know what the others have been assigned to.
There's Bester. Okay.
Won't we end up stepping on each other's toes?
That's the risk we'll have to take. The President can't trust anyone outside of the inner circle with the whole picture. I'm not authorized to give you the details, but something has rattled him big time. So we've been given a new mandate. The President wants Babylon 5 shut down permanently.
So this actually makes a whole lot of sense. The Vorlon Shadow War was a big piece of it. I think Jeff was talking about, we were talking about it last week. There's still the Ministry of Peace and Psychor and all those people out there. Those threads are still unraveled. And I was trying to think, like Sheridan said, I was trying to think of how much it cost us and how much work there's still left to do. And I was kind of like, well, how much work is there left to do? What do you've got? And he's absolutely right. Like there is all this other stuff. If like, so what do we have? 15 episodes left in the season. If these last 15 are about now dealing with, which by the way is a whole season by today's terms, if those 15 are really about dealing with these 3 or 4 other segments who are now banding together to shut down Babylon 5, this is going to be a good rest of the season. I am in for this. Let's go.
There's considerable sympathy for Babylon 5 among the alien governments and here at home. So those are the areas being targeted in the new program. The goal is to knock the pins out from under them, then move in when they're vulnerable. Any questions?
No, sir.
The thing about all this is with Bester and them recruiting Bester is the last time we saw him, he said to Sheridan, your fight is now my fight. He is now allied himself with Babylon 5. And I like that he's sort of a subversive person now. I wonder how that's going to pick up. It's interesting they're bringing him in because there's this connection. We'll have to see. I was really shocked. The more I've been thinking about it over this last week, I've been really shocked that Bester was not part of the final war, because that was the whole thing about you have the telepaths and you have them using latent telepaths and that sort of stuff. I'd be shocked if Bester doesn't want to like try to go find the telepaths that are still supposed to be out there. What do they call them? The blips or something like that. So, all right, let's go.
Your ship is ready to leave for Babylon 5, Prime Minister.
I love this guy. I love this guy so much.
Stay with us a while longer.
With the recent passing of the Emperor and the non-homeworld being freed, I don't think this is a safe place for me just now,
Well, it's a loss. The Jarno plants are just coming into bloom. 5 days of flowering, and then they're gone. Just like life, I suppose. You really should see it.
Well, next time. Oh, I should tell you, the Centauri met this morning to discuss choosing a new emperor. With all the recent problems, they voted to postpone any decisions for a while, so they could choose more wisely this time.
Probably a good idea. The royal bloodline isn't what it used to be. Too much intermarrying, I suppose. I always say when you reduce a family tree to a family bush, you just can't hide as much beneath it.
Exactly. So the Centaurum has decided to appoint a regent to the throne until a new emperor can be selected.
A regent? Oh, my.
Is it him?
Who would take that job? It pays very well, I hear.
You?
It hardly seems worth...
Me?
Me?
You?
I'm telling you, this dude looks...
The royal court.
This guy looks like people that I knew and grew up with in Kentucky. 100% that's who this guy is. Like, he is not that much of an exaggeration.
What awaits your orders, Regent? If you need any advice, I'll be on Babylon 5. Good day.
Oh, well, that is...
Why is Londo abandoning his post? I mean, I know why, but... Is this where Garibaldi starts freaking out over his Psychor, whatever they've done to his brain?
What happened after you left Babylon 5?
Told you I don't remember.
What happened?
I said I don't remember!
This dude's full on Winter Soldier. I promise you. I know he is.
Yeah, what is it?
Mr. Garibaldi, we've got a coded message for you. It just came in.
Source?
We haven't been able to run it down. We ran a standard decode on it, but we couldn't find anything.
I put it through.
Yep, that's his code, right?
Computer, delete last transmission and log of incoming messages.
Uh-huh. Does he know? Like, has some other personality taken over, or is he still acting like subconsciously?
Well, now that we are all here,
Before you do that, there's something I want to say. This isn't easy for me, and I imagine it's going to be a pain in the butt for everybody else too, but well, there's no easy way to get to it, so I'll just say it. I've decided to resign as head of security, effective immediately.
Didn't think we'd be seeing you again anytime soon, Ambassador.
Yes, I gathered that from the look of unvarnished joy on your face when you saw me. Perhaps you'd like to sit down before you are overcome by ecstasy.
Thanks, I'm fine. So what happened to get tired of you back home?
Tired? No, of course not. Don't be absurd. Why, the Emperor himself said I would only be allowed to leave over his dead body.
So that's what I did.
Well, how strange. Mr. Allen said I would only be allowed back onto Babylon 5 over his dead body. With my very busy schedule, I can only accommodate so many requests. I know it is a burden, but you will
I love this conversation.
wait your turn.
Okay, stop. This is the old Londo. This is the Londo I want back. This is the Londo I love, and I want this Londo from here on out.
The only reason that guy is still alive is that half the time I don't know what the hell he's talking about. The other half, I wish I didn't. But that's why it's important to check in on customs on a regular basis. You never know who's going to walk in the...
Just a guess, Mr. Allen, but I'd suggest the word you're looking for is door. Please notify the captain that I'm here. I need to meet with him and the rest of the command staff ASAP. I assume my usual quarters in the brig are available. I've grown so attached to the place.
For you, Mr. Bester, always.
Yo, Zack he's gotten smart. He's not just a dumb bot anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I better notify. Zack here.
The captain wants to see you ASAP. He said there's been a problem with Mr. Garibaldi.
On my way. Look, I'm getting the hell out of here before anybody else walks through there. With my luck, it'll be the second coming. And I'm still 3 commandments behind on penance. Here, take over.
They're just writing him so much better. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? I've never noticed the Daffy Duck pennant in his quarters before.
Yeah, come in. Well, I heard you went looking for me. You're about the only one who did. I heard you lost your, that the Centauri captured you because of me. Well, if you had stayed here on the station where you had sanctuary, then they couldn't have... Jakar, I'm sorry.
Why is Jakar mad? I don't understand.
To say, I'm sorry.
Welcome home, Mr. Garibaldi.
Thank you, Jakar.
What?
I can't breathe.
Oh. Sorry. Why were you apologizing?
The newly issued presidential mandate forbids any Earth ship to travel to or from Babylon 5. This includes commercial transport, passenger liners, and private cruisers. Earth Force patrols are authorized to use force to maintain the quarantine zone. Any ship found violating these rules will be seized, with both crews and passengers subject to arrest. The president took this action in response to reports from the Ministries of Peace and Security, detailing possible terrorist threats emanating from Babylon 5. Once again, all travel between Earth and Babylon 5 is now forbidden by law.
And they're going to arrest the ships and the passengers.
Yes.
As everybody's gone,
Can
huh?
I see you? Look, Lyta, you got to understand. You were close to the Vorlons, and they're not exactly popular right now. And there's a rumor going around that before they left, they changed you, made some modifications, so yeah. People are a little wary around you.
You know, he has a good point there. He has a real good point.
Can you blame them?
No, I can't. I guess I already knew it. I just needed to hear it from someone. I needed someone to be honest with me about it. Thanks. I might not like it, but at least I know where I stand.
Yeah, just part of the service. Listen, later on, if you still need some help unpacking this stuff, you call me, okay? I'll bring pizza.
Thanks.
Get you he just checked her out. He just checked her out. Oh my gosh. Check it. Watch it. Watch it. He totally checks her out. Watch it. Here we go. Watch.
Later on, if you still need some help unpacking this stuff, you call me, okay? I'll bring pizza.
Thanks.
Too much! You're a thief!
Uh-oh. Is this... I mean, they should be cool, right? Like... Yeah, what are we going to do? I hadn't thought about this. What are these two going to do now?
My world is now free. You no longer exist in my universe. Pray that we never notice one another again.
Mrs. Alexander has no business being here.
Jakar's
She's
not
a
wrong.
blip.
I get it.
By all rights, I should arrest her and take her back with me.
Well, you could do that. And I could nail your head to the table, set fire to it, and feed your charred remains to the Pak Mara. But it's an imperfect world. And we never get exactly what we want. So get used to it.
Captain, this is pointless. She's a P5. If I were really going to try something, she's not strong enough to block me anyway.
Seriously.
You're just embarrassing yourself and her.
Yeah. Okay, listen, I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. The last time we saw Bester, he said to Sheridan, your war is now my war. They are allies. Why are they all like being jerks with each other? Didn't we solve this in the last one?
Haven't we learned by now to trust each other?
No. Now sit.
If the shadows have left Za'ha'dum, and that's where this technology came from, why not go there and take it?
Go back to Za'ha'dum? Are you nuts?
It's a risk. I mean, even though Za'ha'dum has been abandoned, we don't know what they left behind. We're gonna have to have more information before we can try this.
Information or not, I don't think you should go back there. You barely got out the last time. Look, we can send someone else, right?
No one else knows the area.
All right, it's just like a little horror turn. What was that all about?
Fine. Is there a consensus?
No. But we'll go anyway.
Earth security patrol to transports.
If you're en route to Babylon 5, you must turn back or prepare to be boarded. Do you receive?
Earth Force Patrol, there's a trap! Break off! Break off!
Okay, I like that launch sequence.
Security patrol to Alpha Squadron? Damn, people, you just saved our butts. Where the hell did you come from?
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5? I thought you were supposed to be the bad guys here.
Well, let's just say that reports of our disloyalty have been greatly exaggerated.
You've been keeping me out since I got here.
Is this something that Bester was supposed to do?
Why?
Is he like...
The question is, how?
Instead of actually like preventing them from being looked bad at, or is he now going to make them look bad
there may be
because of
some
that?
value in not turning you over. Lyta, remember, I know things about you wouldn't want anyone else to know.
Is that because he's been in her mind or he's been in her bed?
John, the crew is picking up something unusual at the local jump gate.
What is it?
It appears to be an evacuation.
Those aren't shadow vessels.
Why would they be evacuating?
Are we picking up any signals from the planet?
No.
Lyta?
I'm not sensing anything. It feels dead.
Then we can go in. There's no one there to stop us.
Come about.
What?
Get us away from the planet. Fast! What are you doing? Fences down. No warning message. There's nobody left down there.
Kaboom. They blew up a whole planet.
Well, looks like we're still stuck with each other.
They didn't blow stuff up on the surface of the planet.
Like I said,
they blew up the planet.
It's an imperfect world.
This is where we're keeping most of the telepaths that we rescued from the shadows until the doc can get the control devices out of their brains. The rest of them are in cryo.
Which one is she in?
So they've combined all these telepaths to cryo freeze?
I tried. Damn, but I tried. 6 men, my best pilots. It's a hard thing to send people in to die when you're the one pulling the trigger. But I'd do it again.
Was he trying to kill the command staff?
My creation. I miss you. There's no one at home for me to talk to.
I really don't understand Bester in his arc. I must have missed something.
I'll see you soon.
I don't know why he's doing this.
Promise.
Maybe I just don't have all the information yet. This is a weird episode. Like,
dream.
Things seem so disjointed.
That's all. Just a bad dream.
Oh, here we go. Whoa. Oh, man. He's got the thing on his eyeball. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my initial reaction to this, coming right off of just a first watch, is it seems very disjointed. Like I was kind of tracking, but then all of a sudden, like I'll be honest, I don't think I actually understand this episode or what's going on in this episode. Bester is coming and he's got a plan that he's enacting. Lyta's doing something else. Sheridan's trying to figure stuff out. This dude's got the thing on his neck. They've got watchers and stuff that are out there. Za'ha'dum's blowing up. I'm sure this is all more connected than I'm making it, but they're just, it seems, and then Zack and Garibaldi and it still seems like they're just putting all these pieces in. I don't know. I don't know. I was into it though. I like it's good TV. I'm into it, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know what happens. Please don't let me know down in the comments. Okay. If there's anything you want to clarify that would have been obvious from this episode, if I just missed it, go ahead and you can comment on that down below. But like, don't draw like big lines and connections to previous episodes. You know what I mean? But feel free. There's just stuff I missed from this episode. I am going to watch this one again. I have to before Jeff and I record. But speaking of that, you guys join us on Monday when Jeff and I get together and we will be releasing our episode, our full discussion on Epiphanies. We'll see where we wind up. Jeff's got all the messages and everything this week, so thank God I don't have to do this one. With that, guys, I will get out of here for this week. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, share, do all those sorts of things. Until next time, we'll see you then. Bye, guys.